This is a Joolz Day Plus, and today we're going to make a full guide showing you how to remove all of the textile elements from the bassinet and mount the seat elements and seat textiles, as well as do the reverse process. So remove all of the seat textiles and elements and mount the bassinet again. So this is useful if you want to wash all of the textiles or conduct small sewing repairs, or of course simply if you're done with the bassinet and moving to the seat or preparing for the next child. We're going to start then with the bassinet, showing you how to remove the textiles and the elements. All right, then we're going to start with the bumper bar or handle. Just going to press those buttons in and detach it. And you can remove the storm cover. And there's a pair of buttons here on the inside of the canopy connection mechanisms. And then we're just going to zip it off. So pulling the zipper all the way around. Then we can remove the mattress. And then if you detach these struts here in the bottom, there's like a Velcro strap here on the sides that is connected to the struts. You can pull them inwards. And then you can just pull them off. So what's going on here is there's like this fork, and it runs onto or connects onto a peg on the inside of the frame. So it just pulls right off. You can pull it out. All right, then we're going to move on to the canopy. You can start by unzipping the sun flap and removing it. And then around the back side of the canopy runs this zipper. So there's a little elastic strap that goes down here over the adjustment lever. Pull that off, pull all the way around the side, and on the ends you have this elastic strap. You just have to pull off of a little catch there on the inside. All right, then we can unzip the back portion of the canopy, and then that makes it hang free. And then what's going on here with the canopy then is that there is a plastic tube, pliable plastic tube sewed on the inside of the textiles here. It's a very common system. And then that runs through a trough on the inside of this metal rib. On this side, the trough is a little bit extended. You can see that the metal pulls out a little bit, which means that it's like wider. So if you pull this up a little bit, then you can pull out the end of that plastic rib, and then you can just slide the entire canopy over to that side. All right, then when it comes to the rest of the bassinet, you have again a zipper that runs along the inside here around the top portion, and there's a little Velcro flap here you need to detach first. And then you can just pull that zipper all the way around, and that will detach the majority of the bag. Okay, so then when it comes to the bottom, it looks as though this is like firmly attached, but this is actually a lip with several small clips on the inside. So if you just reach underneath and press upwards, you can start detaching this. There. See, it has several of these small clips that go down into wells on the inside here. So now then we have removed this textile element as well. Of course, there is a baseboard. So because it has the baseboard and because this plastic lip is not removable, my recommendation is to, if you're going to wash this, wash it by hand, and then you would want to remove this baseboard. Otherwise it will be damaged by water. In order to remove this baseboard, there are 4 screws, and you can just unscrew those. They're attached to the feet on the bottom. It's pretty self-explanatory, just a regular Phillips head screwdriver. We'll take those off, then you can pull out the baseboard. But I wouldn't recommend putting this portion in the machine simply because of this plastic foot, which might crack in the machine. The rest of it though, sun flap is okay, very pliable, very strong plastic here. Canopy's okay. Same with the storm cover and the mattress elements. All of that can go in a machine on 30 or 40 degrees, a colder wash, with whatever sort of regular detergents you use for clothes, and then let it air dry afterwards. All right, then we're going to mount the seat and of course remount the canopy. We'll start actually with the seat because then things are more visible. So it's quite easy. You have your main seat unit. This is also a zipper that's going to zip in the same manner that the bassinet was zipped on. attach it, and zip it all the way around. All right, and then we're going to attach the footrest. So you can give yourself a little bit more length by pressing in on the button here and extending out the footrest. And the way this is going to attach is there are 2 notches here on the sides, and they're going to notch right onto those pegs on the inside. And in addition, there is this protruding element here that's going to slot right in the front. So in order to get this on, you need to first attach those notches onto those pegs, and you need to make sure that it's pressed all the way in, otherwise the next step won't work well. So it needs to be fully popped in, and then you can pull it down, and it'll just snap into place and be solid. All right, the last step then with the seat is these 3 Velcro straps. And these are going to attach right here on the footrest. So, pulling them through. And Velcroing them in place. All right, that's of course an extendable footrest. That's why it has a bit of extra room. All right, so we're just gonna fully secure that zipper then on this side with that little Velcro flap. You probably remember from removing the bassinet. And then we're going to remount the canopy. I'm going to start with this main section of the canopy. This part goes down, the part that has the ventilation. And so what you're going to do is you're going to look at this zipper, and above that zipper you're going to find this plastic rib that's sewed in. And you're going to start with this side, putting that plastic rib into that hole in the trough. From Wixed, we removed it. That's incorrect English, but all right. Pulling it all the way around. There we go. And then you have this zipper. I'm going to find the zipper head. And just zip that all the way around. Then you have these elastic straps, and if you reach underneath, you'll find one of those pegs on the underside of the seat frame. One on either side. And then there's this last elastic strap here that goes over the adjustment trigger. Last step, of course, is to zip in the sun flap. And there you go. All right, then we're now going to show you the reverse process, removing all of the seat textiles in case you want to wash them, and how to mount the bassinet from scratch. All right, then we're not going to detach the canopy in this case because we already showed you how to do that, but in order to remove the main seat fabric, you're just going to start with these Velcro straps here at the bottom. And then there is a long zipper that runs from the underside around the seat unit. So open up this Velcro flap, and you can just zip it all the way around. And that is really all there is to it. Open up the bottom of the baseboard, or bottom of the seat. You can remove this baseboard here. take this plastic piece, pull it up, turn it sideways, and you can push that central belt through. And the rest of this can all just go into the washing machine on 30 or 40 degrees with whatever detergent you usually use for your clothes, and then just hang it up to air dry afterwards. Okay, the last part of preparing the frame to remount the bassinet is, of course, to remove the footrest. So what you want to do is reach under, and you're going to want to kind of press out and separate this lowest portion of the footrest first from the frame. Then you can swivel it upwards and then pull it off of those pegs on the side. And then when it comes to the bassinet, you're going to need that frame to be fully in. All right then, remounting the bassinet. You can take the main portion of the bassinet, place it in the middle, and then you have this plastic lip at the bottom, and there are these little pegs that pop out on the bottom, and these are going to correspond with wells on the bottom here of the frame. And so you're just going to work your way around, clipping it into place. Go. Here a series of small snaps as everything snaps into place. Then we're going to zip the rest of the bassinet onto the frame. And that's just this long zipper that goes all the way around. At the end, there is this little Velcro flap. Next, you're going to need these two struts that hold the whole carry cot extended and tight. And so you have these little forks here, and these forks are going to go over these pegs on the inside of the frame, and you're going to have to pull them through little eye holes in the fabric. So we'll start with the foot, pulling those pegs through, and then we're just going to take this whole strut and hook that fork onto the pegs. And then you can slide this down, and it'll pop all the way in against these little protruding plastic knobs. And then there is Velcro in the center and a Velcro strap that comes off of the end. So you're just going to pull that over and hold it in tight. And then we're going to do the exact same process on the other side. So finding those pegs, pulling them through the eye holes in the fabric. Attaching these forks and pushing down that strut until it pops against those two little pegs and attaching that Velcro strap. And that's the main work of it. Then it's just a matter of putting your mattress in. And zipping your storm track or storm cover in place. So in any case, that was our guide to removing and mounting both the bassinet and the seat of a Joolz Day Plus. We hope this video was useful to you, and if it was, we ask that you subscribe, as it helps us to continue making videos in the future. Thank you.